My sister stopped all contact with the
Be nice. I'm finding it.
Hello and welcome, my dear internet strangers. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome or welcome back to a Monster High. Okay. Welcome or welcome back to another episode of Would You Like to Hear a Story? Which is a new series I have started on my channel in between my gameplays. Yeah. Anyways, don't get used to this. Don't get used to this Monster High. It's August, but I'm experimenting with something right here, okay? I'm trying to test the waters, taste what I want to be for this Halloween. And I think I'm having a pretty good idea, but I don't think it's gonna be this or Miss Girl over here. This is giving, cause tonight won't be the night that I will fall for you. Oh, okay, I can't. Like, if it's not giving that, it's giving monster high. Like, I hate this freaking wig with a passion. So I can't wait to take it off of me, but you're going to see it in at least 3 more episodes. Sorry. Anyways, bear with me here. We have another story from not a throwaway account. Nice. We have parking _ ocelot. Parking Ocelot 902. We ain't gonna do the underscores. Alright. You can see it in the screenshot. Anyways, am I the a-hole for my refusal to attend my sister's wedding? This person has already been deemed not the a-hole, but when I saved it, there was nothing there. So we're just going to ignore that. Anyways, older sister is 41, is getting married to her partner of 3-ish years in a month. Older sister and her partner both have children. My sister has a 14-year-old boy and 10-year-old girl. My partner has a 14-year-old, not my girl. I said her partner, because I'm about to say girl. I'm like, what does your partner got to do with anything right now? Because that would be a problem. Anyways, sorry. Her partner has a 14-year-old girl, 13-year-old boy, and 11-year-old girl. The relationship is controversial. Oh my God. I'm gonna need a whiteboard. Okay. So, I had to draw a diagram because it's late. And I'm tired and I still have to go to work in the morning. So, to make it simpler, I hope you can see it. I'm going to zoom in a minute. There's terrible lighting right now. So, anyways, we have OP's Sissy. She has a 14-year-old boy and she has a 10-year-old girl. Okay? And then the OP's partner got a 14-year-old girl and a 13-year-old boy. Can you sit down? Look at you messing with your sister. I don't know if y'all saw her, but she was sneaking up on her sister. Okay? 13-year-old. Okay, so OP's partner got a 14-year-old girl, 13-year-old boy, and a 11-year-old girl. I had to put it on a diagram. Is that what this is? The whiteboard, okay? I'm probably going to have to... Yeah. Because that was messing me up. It was messing me up. So, let's get into it. My nephew, 14, has been having trouble with the 14-year-old girl since the 3rd grade, and this actually escalated when they were doing virtual classrooms. Okay. The OP's sister has been... This OP's sister's oldest child has been having problems with the person she's about to marry's child that is also 14 years old. And she already ended off the conversation, ended off the first paragraph with the relationship is controversial. So, okay. She would write a lot of insults about my nephew and use the voice feature to target my nephew. But still, my sister and her partner started a romantic relationship and even moved in together. So she was bullying him. So, woo! So I'm seeing right now, I see where this is going. I can already see where this is going. So your child has been getting bullied. And I'm imagining the mom is like going to the father and it's like, your daughter is bullying my son, I don't like this. And the father is like, oh, you know, you kind of fine though, like I know our kids are fighting, but they just kids, but like you kind of fine though. And she's like, okay, but you kind of fine too, like you fine too. So we can talk about, let's talk about it over dinner, right? Let's just talk about it over dinner. Let's talk about it without discussing anything with their children first. That's what I'm getting at. Okay. But still, my sister and her partner started a romantic relationship and even moved in together. My nephew expressed a lot of unhappiness about this. They moved in together. Keep going, Kendra. So did his grandparents, bio father's parents. He's not involved, but they were always very generous in helping my sister with my nephew. Oh, okay. That's good. I mean, usually grandparents on each side, even if they break up, I mean, they're still like blood related, so usually they will still do that. But yeah, no, that's good that they put in that detail. My sister stopped all contact with the
Be nice. I'm finding it.
with the paternal grandparents as a result of them speaking up. Okay. This is not good. When my sister and her partner got engaged, my nephew didn't take it well. There was a public scene where he told everyone present that she was marrying his bully's dad and didn't give a S about him. Let's say ish, because that don't sound right. And didn't give a ish about him. My sister was furious. Nephew was devastated that his mom was marrying her partner, even knowing how he'd feel. So was there no communication in this? Like, why did she just be like, oh, this is what it is, you're gonna deal with it because you're the child and I'm the mom and I make the rules? And the fact that the grandparents were more involved in his life, in his grandchildren's life, because she got 2 kids, than the father is, speaks volumes too. So, and not when it comes to the grandparents, it just speaks volumes about his own father. Like, this is not good. So let me not assume right now. Let's just finish the story. My sister didn't want to hear from anyone, including me, that it was a bad idea and she risked losing her son. She told me he didn't get to dictate her life and that they deal with the bullying, but he was being unreasonable about everything. I told her my nephew deserves space away from the girl, and she told me he can't pick his family and siblings fight sometimes. But girl, he can't pick his family, so you're just taking everything away from him. You're taking away all his choices. You won't even listen to him. What kind of mother are you? You won't even hear him out. You were supposed to be confronting the father of the bully's action instead you just decide to start sleeping with him and falling in love with him and all this other type of stuff, and just completely disregarding your son's feelings in the first place. You are a terrible, terrible, selfish person. Inconsiderate. Well, how dare you? 2 months ago, my nephew ran away. He was gone for 2.5 weeks, and we were searching everywhere. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, that just triggered me. Because my younger sibling, like, ran away around that age, bro. Like, that's... Yeah. Whew. He'd wanted to go to his grandparents, but worried they'd get into trouble. CPS intervened when he was found, and my nephew was removed from my sister's home and was giving a placement with his grandparents, which was his first choice. I talked to him since, and he said he was glad he was removed. Wow. So that, I mean, if he was still happy about it, like, it wasn't like she must have still been torturing him to some extent. She must have still have been torturing him, because it's one thing to be like having your like bullied, like the bullied and the bullied be together all of a sudden. And when they're usually, bullies are big and bad at home, but when they're faced around their family, in, this case, her father and then his mother and stuff, things will be a little bit more tamed. So that has to mean that something has gotten worse at this point, to the point where he runs away for 2.5 weeks, didn't go to his grandparents at first because he didn't want to get them in trouble, and then after he is found, he's like, take me to them. Wow. Oh, this is a sickness. He said he had been prepared to keep running away, and he told the social worker that and more. We're in touch frequently, and I get to visit him. My sister could visit, but my nephew doesn't want to see her. But she's proceeding with everything like normal. We fought over her picking the relationship over nephew. She told me I'll understand. My invite came in the middle of all of this, and I RSVP'd no. I made it clear I would not attend this wedding after everything that's happened. My sister and parents told me I should put aside the family troubles and attend or risk the relationship forever. I told them I stand by my nephew over my sister. Am I the a-hole? This just this just really pissed me off, especially the ending. My sister and parents told me I should put aside the family troubles. And no wonder he wants to be with his paternal grandparents over your doo-doo dub dumb dodo bird brain parents. OP, sorry. I'm sorry. But like, this poor child, 14 years old, being bullied in school and at home. We know that all turns out to usually be a recipe for disaster. Just giving the situation. Being bullied at home and at school? Are you dumb? And this child is literally running away. He doesn't want to see his mother. There is something wrong with OP's sister. There is something seriously wrong with her. I'm like, literally, for it already like really pisses me off to see mothers choose like their partners, men, over their children, because that usually gets so serious like this. And sometimes it can be a worse situation where their children end up literally unalived or actually harmed and things like that. Like, and it gets to be such a this really makes me mad. This really makes me mad because you're not even we don't have all the details. We only have the aunt's perspective of things, right? So we don't know if there was any conversation. I'm assuming there had to be some sort of conversations at some point in a time with okay, some sort of conversation with the child had to be had. But clearly, if the child is running away, the situation is that bad. And the fact that the mom is over here, OP's sister is over here talking about he can't run my life and stuff, like, it's giving pick me. It's giving desperate. It's giving you need to get some serious psychological help and therapy. Because the fact that you can see that your child was gone for 2.5 weeks and you're still going on with a wedding that I understand, like, the father isn't the one bullying the child, but at this point we don't have enough context to know that's not what's happening, because the 14-year-old girl, she's a product of her home life, so we don't know how bad this man actually is. Okay, does she live with her father? It's not that clear, but at least there's some sort of custody agreement for the father to be the one and not the mother, or we don't know that to a certain extent, to be involved into the communication about the whole bullying situation to the point where she got close enough to the father. The mother, the OP sister, got close enough to the father. Okay, I'm just so confused. I'm so confused. None of this makes sense to me. Like, I would probably disown my sister if either of them ever did this. And I guess I'm very blessed because I know for a fact neither of my sisters would ever do something like this. They wouldn't. I literally would die on that hill. I would die on that hill. I would. I would. And I have my reasons to believe that. It's because of their actions that leads up to, it just leads me to believe that. It's not even just I'm leaded to think this one way. It's the consistent actions that they make in their life, with their morals, with their standards, and everything, and how they always and repeatedly show themselves. That's how I know they wouldn't even be in this situation to begin with, because they're not as desperate as they're not desperate at all, but they're not desperate to be in a relationship. And even if they were, especially after coming out of a relationship, out of a marriage with these kids, you are coming out of a relationship with these kids, and of course things ended. So I'm assuming, especially with these, how toxic these two are, I'm assuming their marriages or relationships didn't end on good note. I think I can say that with it could have, but I'm going to assume with how you're treating your children and how you're enabling your children's the other child's behavior, I can assume. I'm only going to assume by how the actions are presenting themselves that your relationships ended badly. And this relationship will end badly because these are two toxic people. OP's sister and the person. Because who are you to create such a bully? Who are you as a parent? Who are you as a person who had this child who's bullying? And then there's no resolution. You don't find any resolution. The fact that the child has ran away has told me stories in itself. Okay? So that's why I can't sit on the fence here. I can't. Because children don't just run away for 2.5 weeks. There's something very wrong in that household. They rather be, I don't know if that child has shelter or not, but there's probably even a period of time where they didn't. They rather have that than be in that house. That's a problem. That is a problem. That is a terrible problem. There is a lot. That child is going through a lot. So, FOP's sister and the motherfucker that she's about to marry, they can burn and rot in hell. That is diabolical. I don't even want to read the comments. I don't need to read the comments because I don't know if any of them are gonna piss me off. But let's see. Let's do at least one comment. I try to do at least one comment. No, I don't want to read the comments. They're just, most of them are saying not the a-hole. Of course she's not the a-hole. Oh my god, I've never stood harder on not the a-hole flare stance vote than I do on this one. There's no, you're getting disowned. I'm like, can I change my blood? Can I like deplete myself from blood and get a blood I don't know. Like, can I not be related to this person somehow? Can I change my genes? Can I change my genes somehow? I don't want to be related to this person. That's crazy. That's insanity. This really pissed me off. Oh my god, I don't even think there is a lesson to really even be learned besides if stand in your ground. Stand in 10 toes on your decisions. That's the lesson that I've learned, because it seems like OP is like, no, I'm not with this, and I'm going to stand on this decision. Like, no, I'm not going to your wedding that has caused all this problems. For a child running away for 2.5 weeks, I don't know how. I'm not a mother to a human child. But if I'm very, like, empathetic, I guess. I really pick up on people's emotions. If I was OP sister, there's no way. I wouldn't even be there wouldn't be I wouldn't even want to have a romantic, it wouldn't even got there, because my children would come first. I want you to do something about your child bullying my child, and we're just gonna go from and leave it at that. I'm not that desperate to have a companion in my life. Okay? If I were to somehow fall for my child's bully's parent, it would have been taken very slowly, and I would have made sure there was things to be done or improving before even getting into a relationship with the person or getting into something serious with the person. I would have made sure that I knew that they were doing what they needed to do as a parent to correct their child's behavior before I even entertained, or even let alone tell my child I was entertaining that person's parent. That is insanity to me. How some of you parents can be so inconsiderate and so goddamn selfish, and over here have the audacity, the unmitigated gall, the fucking nerve to say some shit like OP sister done said. Oh, you don't ruin I've heard that before. Saying, oh, he doesn't run my life or something like this. She told me he didn't get to dictate her life, and they deal with the bullying, but he was being unreasonable about everything. What was he being unreasonable about then? What? Why? What was it that he's being unreasonable about? That's the question I would ask my sister if she says some stupid shit like that to me. So, okay, he's being unreasonable. What is it that he's saying or doing that you think is so unreasonable, sis? What do you think is so unreasonable? Tell me, because I would literally pick that shit apart and tell you how it's not unreasonable. If a child is out here running away for over 2.5 weeks, a child. I was like, are you doing something else to my nephew? Are y'all beating him? What are you doing? That is a ridiculous amount of time. He could have been dead. Anything could have happened to him. Especially in these times, he could have easily got snatched up, sold into human. I don't take this lightly. When I'm telling you, I don't know how I would be able to react to that. I would get, hell have no fury. Hell have no fury. Woo! I don't play when it comes to the children. Okay, so this woman, OP sister, and the fact that you are a 41-year-old woman, you should have your shit. Okay, you should know better. Especially, you already been through a relationship, divorce and everything. I would think that you would have some sort of something in that fucking noggin, but no, you don't. Anyways, I don't want to get too much on it. I've been rambling enough. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna thank you for watching. I'll see you guys. Oh, sorry. Let me know how you guys feel about this story. I already know it's a tough one, but let me know the lesson that you learned, if you've learned any lesson, or give me your opinion, or both. If you guys have any stories or experiences, let me know that and you're like comfortable sharing them. Let us know down below. I would love to read your guys' stories and everything. Like, I love it when you guys do that. So bye.